friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela the Traveling Crafter, and we're going to do something a little bit special today. Happens to be New Year's Eve, and I probably get the big L on my forehead for spending, did I say Christmas Eve? New Year's Eve. Playing with paint and paper. So I'm wearing that L proudly because this is going to be fun. However, I don't have all my supplies. I just realized what happened to my... Hold on. Found them. So I hope you're all well. Welcome to the channel if you are new here. I like to do lots of little DIY crafts, try new things, and let's see, how many of these do we need? 5. You don't have to have these, by the way. Thrifting for vintage treasures, a little bit of traveling, and everything in between. So what are we going to do today? Well, I have an idea. Oh, Mamma mia. I don't have anywhere to put this once we do it. Let's see. Okay, I found some plastic drop cloth. We're just gonna, this hasn't even been opened. Okay, first of all, for those of you working on this craft, prepare your surfaces before you begin. There you go. All right, we're just going to go with this and see what happens. So what are you going to need? I'm going to talk while I'm getting my little drop cloth ready. You are going to need some water. You're going to need a receptacle to put said water in, which in this case, we are just using the top of, those are like those disposable casserole pans, the aluminum ones. Something to put oil in, which I'll talk to you about that. And the oil that I'm using today is just vegetable oil. You can use any kind of oil, olive oil, almond oil. I used the stuff that we never use at our house. This is food coloring. That's what we're going to try. And you need a variety of papers. So I have these, and then I have some regular cardstock. Now, disclaimer, friends, I've never tried this. So I do not know how it's going to go, but we're doing some kindergarten crafting. I think I'm going to start that hashtag, kindergarten crafting for junk journals, because I have several that I want to try. Do you remember when, in younger days, when we did art with shaving cream, or maybe you did that with your kids? I did. I don't know what colors I popped in here. Well, let's mix them up and find out. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to just do some things, take me back to my childhood. I think I'm going to need more of this. So all I did, this is just Wesson oil, vegetable oil. And then I mixed in some, but I don't know what color. Maybe this red one. I don't know. We'll find out. Mixed in some food coloring. Now, I don't know that I'll do the shaving cream one. However, I have some other ones. This one is one of them that we're going to try. And we're just going to, I don't know if I'll do this monthly or when. But each time we'll come back and we'll try either... I don't think this is working. I wonder if I put dye in there. Like if I put some Rit dye. Should I try it? Maybe another good idea. Try these things before you start. I don't know. Let's put some of this. I don't know. It's called eggplant. I'm just going to stick a little bit in there. We'll see what happens. Now, I know this looks dirty. It's not. However... Oh gosh, that's a lot. Well, oops. Let me back up. I'm not starting off real strong here, am I? Okay. Start with something underneath your surface. I have, what's this called? Freezer paper. Put some gloves on. Get a pan to put some water in. Get something to put a little bit of oil in. Now I just mixed this with Rit dye, so I don't know how that's gonna go. And you do not really need these droppers. You could just use a spoon. I will say, it's not, doesn't mix up very well. Kind of chunky. And let me clean this off and put it back away. Now, I didn't like how that looks, so I just dumped in some purple Rit dye. It could be bad. It could be good. I don't know. So let's see what color this one is. This, don't know. I should have really paid attention when I was putting these in there. Okay, let's let this sit for a second. I'm going to put some of these other ones in there. So now we have a purple-ish color. Let's do this pink color. And our goal is to make some pretty paper. Maybe like a tie-dye effect, maybe not. Okay, now that looks purple. Really? It's pink on the top. It's actually, these are all the neon colors. That's all I had. So that's what I'm going to be using. And then you put your drops of that in there. I have, no, how many do I have? At least 2 ideas to do some fun things with paper. Maybe 3. So I started with the one I had no idea how to do. The other ones I've either done or have seen them done. All right. You need some more in there. I don't know which color you were, but I'm going to, maybe you were the green. Let's just go with the green. And Lord. Thank goodness I only have 5 colors. In my variety of paper, I got some grid paper. I got some normal. I had some big pieces of like A4 that don't fit in my copier. I don't know where I got them. They're a little bit thicker, more like cardstock. I grabbed a couple of doily placemats, some old vintage book page. And I think that's all I got. So we're going to go with that. All right, well, I only have 2 more colors, so there's that one, and then I don't know. That looks greenish. I'm going to see if I have more. Whoa. Some more dyes that maybe I can use. I want to try orange. See, that's the same dang color. That red. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to see if I have some orange Rit dye and some pink. And we're just going to throw it in there. I mean, what's the worst that can... Oh, right here in front that you can do. What's the worst that can happen, right? I know. I don't know. Oh, gosh. That may be too much. Oh, well. Well, thanks for joining me on this little experiment, kindergarten crafting. I do like the kind of like the sound of that, though. All right, orange. Are you gonna work? Oh, this apparently takes the longest. I feel like we need a lot more color in there. This doesn't seem like it's going to do a dyeing thing. All right, here we go. We're just getting crazy with it. All right. Well, we're just going to test this and see what happens. We'll just try it with the first piece of paper on the top. So I'm just going to maybe plop this in. I don't know about this. All right, there's some orange. It doesn't seem to be coming to the top. This may never make it to the... Well, that's cool. But I wonder why that didn't. Okay, let's try another color. Let's do a... All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but it's what I'm doing. And then we're going to... Should I maybe have watched a tutorial on this maybe before I did it? Ooh. Okay. Well, oh goodness. Well, I'm going to make a mess. That's all there is to it. All right. Do we think we can get another one? Out of this. That just is fascinating, isn't it? Now, I would suspect that we might be able to throw down a couple other ones. I really want to do a lot more of this orange, but for some reason, and I wonder if it's because I used the Rit dye. But I used the Rit dye in that one. I don't know. We're just going to find out. It's almost as if you don't mix it that well and it stays better. Well, we're soon going to find out. This was meant to be like a 15 minutes or less paint. Let's play with paper. Ooh, that looks cool. Ta-da! I like that. All right. Let's try one of these bigger pieces. No, it's not going to really fit in there. And it's heavier. You know, I probably shouldn't have wore this sweatshirt either, because it's the one of the very rare sweatshirts that I have that's still not stained on the cuffs from all my crafting adventures. Ooh, that's pretty. But I want to make it prettier. Hang on. I'm just going to put something else in there. Now, I'm suspecting that after I do this several times with this paper, and it didn't really do anything much. It's a thicker paper, so it's probably not going to work quite as well. But I'm interested to see what it looks like once everything dries. So I'll come back and I will show you. So hang tight and we'll get through this. Well, they are all dry and ready to unveil. And I have to say I'm pretty happy with these. This was a little bit messy, but it was very fun. They have dried, well, I had my heater on, so they dried fairly quickly. Not as fast as the second project that you will see later for a kindergarten craft, but I like them. So let's look. I did these in kind of order of the paper that I use. So this is just, was vintage notebook paper. And I don't know if you can tell that, but it's almost got like a translucent look to it, which is really cool. Here's another one. These are going to be so fun. I feel like I'm going to owe you. Okay, Angela, now what are you going to do with it? These, you know, for just a regular journal would be great signature pages. Look at this one. This was on graph paper. So what a fun project. I'm really digging it. More graph paper. And you can tell, like, this would have been like first round. This would have been second or third, you know, after it had kind of absorbed, if you will. And that reaction, there was more oil in it than there was water to actually make it pop. Same with this one. This one is graph paper as well. I did one placemat, which it's okay. I mean, it dyed it, but it's nothing spectacular. So I probably wouldn't do that again. But we got one. All right, now the rest of these are all the A4, just like the cardstock. So let's take a look. And look at how cool they look on both sides. And I kind of put these in the order of my favorites, which will come at the end. So pretty versatile. Now, could you get something similar with this, with distress ink and watercolors? Yes. But hey, who doesn't want to do a little science and art project? I was excited when they decided to add the A in STEM to make it STEAM. Because, you know, how come art doesn't get a spot in it? Now this, okay, can you see this? Where the oil, it just makes such cool designs here. And that's what I really liked. And that's why some of my favorites are coming up. Now, I just worked with the colors that I had. So, you know, it's not like here, this one. Look at that. Look at those where the bubbles were. It reminds me a little bit of paisley or something. I don't know. Now we're coming up on my favorites. Look at that. Isn't that cool? A fun craft. Like if you've got kiddos or grandkids, this would be something fun to do with them. And everybody wins. They get to do a little art and science project. Here's one of my favorites. And you get some paper. This is my very all-time favorite. Look at those bubbles in there. Oh my goodness. Love it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll give it a go. It's very easy, a little messy, but a lot of fun. But watch, and if you haven't subscribed, do so, because we're coming back with another kindergarten craft in the future. So until then, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.